Okay, so we went ahead and did Ragecat's climb off camera. I only really wanted to get the one climb on the video. We're back in the southwest part of the Attohwa Chasm. You ended up having to use your warp ring just to start over because you couldn't find your way out of the cluster of rocks, eh, babe?
Yeah, it's not as simple as run around the base of the mountain until you're back at a point like those black clouds that sometimes don't dissipate were blocking my way from even getting back to the same point that we'd went up the mountain to begin with.
Yeah.
So that's probably where a lot of the frustration came from early players, that if you drop, too bad. If you drop off the mountain, you're basically going to have to warp out of there and come all the way back.
The map that I'm referring to right now is at a website called remapster.com. So it kind of maps out all the different tunnels that we're going to be going through. So we're going to be going through the northwest tunnel. We're on the eastern open chasm on the Parradamo Tor side. So we're going to be going through that northwest tunnel and getting over to the west side. We want to get up as far northwest as we can in that network of tunnels so that we can get that Homepoint Crystal.
Alrighty.
And at least this part we can do on our mounts.
There we go.
I will say, babe, for someone that, because I mentioned earlier we had a lot of stuff going on in our personal lives that kind of prevented us from doing consistent recording and consistently getting episodes up, and hopefully that'll change going forward. You did pretty good. I think you got about halfway up the mountain before you fell off.
Yeah, I mean, it wasn't a very dramatic fall like I was hoping, but made it up somewhat.
I've got that other map that I dropped on the screen on my alt monitor, so we need to go south. If we were to go north, we would hit a dead end.
Oh, okay.
So south, and then we're going to kind of come to like a loop room down here.
Okay.
Yeah, I think we're going through it right now, and then we just want to continue south.
I'm just smiling and nodding and flying after you on my, I don't know, sea manta ray monster creature.
Yeah, that was one of those limited time mounts. I think that's actually a creature from a later Chains of Mrpierso area that we'll go to eventually. I've never been there. A lot of people refer to it as sea. Kind of like when we went up to the Tulia area and fought the Sky Gods, they called it Sky.
Okay.
Yeah. So a lot of people refer to it as sea, but that was just one of the limited time mounts that they had on the Moogle. Okay, so coming into an open area with more bones. A lot of big beasties used to live here, it seems.
Rather.
And then we're going to continue north. We should cross through another ravine. We've got a couple more ravines to cross through. And then we're going to... The nice thing about this, like this network of tunnels, it seems very intimidating, but looking at this map, it's actually quite linear. There's really only a couple of parts where you could end up going the wrong way.
Okay.
So now, basically, yeah, just straight shot. It's going to wind a bit, but we're just going to follow it.
Okay.
Until we get to an open area. And this is cool for me because, like I said before, we haven't been here in this series before, and I really did not spend much time here back in the old days. So it's always fun for me to come and see new zones, or new to me anyways, and actually get to explore them for the first time.
What always baffles me whenever I'm playing this with you is that they gave such a humongous wide berth for potentially many players to be playing at the same time.
Yeah.
And now it all looks like so cavernous because there's just you and me and maybe one other random player out here at the time.
Yeah, and that's the thing about retail Final Fantasy XI is it like, don't get me wrong, I love the game. We've been doing this series now. You know, we've had some hiatuses here and there, but we've been doing this series for a good while now. Oh gosh, these enemies here are coming up in the 70s.
We're in the 99s. We can take them.
Oh, yeah. Well, we're also on mounts, too. So, okay. So this is the more Scaryville area of the Attohwa Chasm, I guess. So now what we need to do is we need to go... I know you can't see it, babe, but I'm just moving the marker. We just need to continue north and then east through another tunnel, and that should get us to the Homepoint Crystal, which is right by the entrance of a place called Boneyard Gully.
I'm going to assume from that name that my next question is probably answered. Are there places I can fish around here?
If you can find a pond or... this place looks dry and arid as all hell. So, I mean, if you can find a pond or something, have at her. But I'm going to go out on a limb and say probably not.
Maybe.
Okay, so the tunnel entrance is right over here.
Okay.
Yeah, I just want to... Because chances are, because this is a COP area, chances are we'll probably have to come back here for a mission-related thing later.
Okay.
So it would definitely be in our best interest to make sure that we have this Homepoint Crystal, just so we don't have to navigate through all this crap.
Absolutely. And if there happens to be a fishing hole at the bottom of this gulch, then I can come out here and fish.
I don't know. I just see, like, forever dark drops, so I don't know.
I don't know. I'm hearing legendary fish option.
And here's the crystal.
Okay.
So we'll go ahead and tap that.
Touch it.
I'm going to tap that so good. There we go.
Registered. Okay.
Excellent. Let's just run ahead. I just want to see what's through here. I'm almost wondering if this is like a spot for like instance battles, like a burning circle spot.
Oh.
Yeah, that might be the case. There's no map. I'll just run.
I don't even see you. Oh, there we go. You spawned ahead of me there.
Yeah, and there's no map, so this might be for like a later instance fight or something like that.
Why are people so interested in these instance fights when they can just go fishing?
Yes. I have nothing further to add. Okay, it's opening up into a wider area. There's a goblin footprint, so that would be to replay cutscenes for this area.
Must be sunrise soon. There's a red light reflecting on the rocks there.
Yeah, we're getting into the early morning hours. Oh, and it looks like there is a giant cloud of mist blocking the way. So yeah, I'm guessing this is probably going to require some more story progression.
Okay.
Okay, let's run back to that Homepoint Crystal, and we will head to Windurst. We can get this mission complete. So we're in Windurst Walls, so we got the feathers that we needed. With all the crap I was talking about that was going on in our personal lives, it feels like a really long time coming. Really happy to have that climb over with. So we're going to head up to Oran's Manor, and we're going to chat with Oran himself. Excellent! This is everything I needeth thee. I'll get straight at thee to work, because he's trying to fix a cracked mirror. Oh, and make sure you find thee those 3 troublemakers before I finish repairing thee the mirror. Do I have to? They're so annoying. I must fix thee this mirror. I need to fix thee this mirror. I will fix thee this mirror. You sound like a man obsessed. Okay, we need to go back to the home point. Now we're going to go to Port Windurst, home point 3, and talk to Ujuju at M as in Mike 6.
Okay. There's the home point.
Yeah, she's just outside the air travel agency building.
Okay, hold on. You said Waters?
No, this is going to be Port Windurst.
Oh, okay, sorry.
We'll have to go to Waters after this one. So this is going to be home point 3.
Port Windurst number 3. Got it.
Okay, home point 3. And the air travel agency is just to the south. Or as the Tarutarus would say, it's just to the south of thee.
I'm just remembering my sensitivity training and keeping my mouth shut.
If you don't have anything nice to say, I punch it. No, just don't say anything. Don't do anything. Take deep breaths. Breathe through your nose, out through your mouth.
I can do that while I take off my shoe and beat you with it.
My nose holes are burning. Okay, so we got to talk to Juju over here.
Alrighty.
Extra, extra, hear all about it. Magic Paradise Weekly is chock-a-block full of the latest news in Windurst. The next special feature is reputation-destroying news. Huh? 3 Tarutaru wearing clothing from another country? How come you know all about Taru, our next special feature? If you're looking for them, they were just Taru sitting on top of the air travel agency, sighing as they watched the airships come and go. It's probably the least troublesome thing they've done since they got here. These big boats are called airships, right? I wonder if one of those could take us home. But as soon as we get home, we're going to be in big trouble.
Good.
Prish is never lazy with her punishments either. Nope, she definitely doesn't hold back. She really gets ugly, that's for sure. I won't be able to sit down for 3 weeks. You know, I've been thinking. I don't think that guy was our father. Moving on. Nah, not her dad. Nope, not her daddy. Our father would be someone a lot more Yeah, he is our dad after all. Our daddy would have to be a super duper double whammy extra whizzy wizard. Father! Dad! Daddy! Oh, and the bullshit continues. Cool. Okay. We're still doing this.
Oh boy.
And then they went Taru looking for a super duper double whammy extra whizzy wizard somewhere in Windurst waters. Extra, extra, hear all about it. This has been a Windurst news update from your friendly Magic Paradise Weekly journalist. These 3 characters are so annoying.
So, let me get this straight. We went... Really? Like, okay, we went to the top of the mountain.
Mm-hmm.
We traversed around, you know, sulfurous clouds and ant lions and finding rare items that you would never find anywhere else. And it's all tying back to those 3 twerps. Yeah,
they're trying to repair a mirror. A cracked mirror that, because basically, because you weren't with us when Marin and I recorded this stuff.
No.
They basically been running around going up to like random people and being like, Daddy, like we're your long lost children. And basically destroying people's reputations. That's not their intention, but their actions are, you know, attacking people's reputations. And so basically we're trying to help someone clear their name right now with this magic mirror that can basically go back and replay your memories like it's a videotape.
Okay.
So now we're going to go to Windurst Waters, Homepoint 1.
Gotcha. Okay,
and we're going to the Optistery. Yeah, the first time you see those 3 Tarutaru is your character's unconscious after you finish the last of the Promi fights that we did at the very beginning of the Chains of Permathia arc.
Right.
And they literally just come over and, like, frisk your unconscious body and, like, steal something from you.
Oh.
Yeah.
So, what was that about sensitivity training against Tarutarus?
Okay, now you're stereotyping, though. They talked about that in your sensitivity training. Just because...
I went in one ear, out the other. I'm hearing that 3 of them apparently frisked my body while I wasn't even piloting it.
Yeah, but you can't hold that against the entire race. That's like the definition of stereotyping.
Are these people defending these little twerps?
Moving on. So much racism, so much hate. I can't seem to concentrate on my work today. Why do I keep having this strange feeling that something... Oh no. Father! Dad, we missed you! Daddy, your beautiful children are here. I'm so done with these three. Who are you three supposed to be? You probably didn't know it, Father, but we were in Mother's tummy when you were separated. In Mommy's tummy. And that's why we've been looking for you all this time. Looking for you, Daddy? Hold on a moment. You think that I'm your father? I'm old enough to be your grandfather. Why, I haven't whipped my Tarutarus meat rod out in quite some time. Grandpappy? Could he be our grandpa? We've come all the way from Tavnazia to look for our father. Grandpa, he might die soon. We'll get a sizable inheritance. Tavnazia? I'm afraid neither I nor my daughter have ever been to Tavnazia. That's weird. We heard that our father was the minister of the Optistery. You're not our dad, Minister Kararha Baruha? Kararha Baruha? You three are the children of Kararha Baruha? That's right. Our father is Kararha Baruha. That's why our lives are in danger. That's why we came looking for our daddy to help us. How could Kararha Baruha have children? I'm flabbergasted. Now that I think about it, he did mention something about a trip to Tavnazia. He said he'd had an encounter that would change the history of Vanadiel's people. Could he have meant his meeting with your mother? Oh, my poor little ones. I have some terrible news for you. The great and powerful Kararha Baruha passed away 20 years ago. He perished from the incredible summoning magic he used to save our beloved Windurst. Kararha Baruha is dead? He died from using summoning magic? We're doomed. I'm so hungry. Didn't you guys just eat like a little while ago? Oh no. I'm sure you are terribly, wearably shaken by all this. My sincere condolences, children of Kararha Baruha. But do not despair. As the successor of all matters relating to the Optistery, I will do everything in my power to aid you. Everything in your power? Oh gosh, what did you do? You don't seem to be powerful at all, Grandpa. And you don't look rich either, Grandpappy. I suppose I have no more power or money than most people. However, I am known as the Fountain of Knowledge. All the information in the books you see before you is indelibly etched into my magnificent memory. Go ahead. Ask me anything you wish to know. Okay. Who are the Kulu? The Kulu were an ancient race that no longer exists in our time. What about the Zillart? That is also the name of an ancient race that no longer exists in our time. Debatable. I've met some Kulu and some Zillart. Never mind. How about Bahamut, aka the Kermit Dragon? That would be the name of the ancient king of the worms that also no longer exists in our time. Hashtag fake news. Amazing. You managed to get every question wrong. What? What are you talking about? One more question. Who is Nagmalada? Nagmalada... Isn't that the name of a Junoan diplomat? I believe he was responsible for agitating talks between the three nations during the time of the war. Yeah, we've met that guy. He's kind of a dink. Wow, I knew he was somebody important. He's important, powerful, and rich. He could have been our daddy if he were a Tarutaru. What are you whispering about? Have you come to realize my greatness, children of Kararha Baruha? Yeah, we're gonna head for Juno now, Grandfather. Head for Juno! Juno!
Why the hell are they still calling him grandfather when he's not related to the person they're talking about?
I don't know, I feel like I'm losing brain cells. Precious brain cells.
You get the feeling too? Come join me. You can punt these little things so damn far.
Okay, so now we have to go back to Windurst Walls, and we're going to talk to Yoran Oran again. It's fixed! I fixed it! I've repaired thee the mirror! Now, adventurer, it is time to put thee these false accusations to rest. We must bring thee everyone here. Professor Koromoru, Dr. Shantoto, the Tarutarus Times, and of course those 3 reputation-ruining children from Tavnazia. Like I said, when Marin and I were recording, this just ends up being like a giant, like, Tarutaru porno.
Jeez.
What if they've already left? What about this matter of questionable parentage? Simply astonishing thee. Who would have guessed thee they were the children of Karaha Baruha? Oh dear thee. I think all this excitement has finally caught up to me. So what was it you wanted from me then? So were they actually the children of Karaha Baruha? Did we just watch Karaha Baruha smash on that mirror? Yoran Oran's like, this is pretty graphic. I'm uncomfortable. Why do you keep rewinding it then?
Oh, jeez.
The Rhinostery directeth thee, you hear, as you wish to know thee about the Allied expedition to the Northlands. Since you assisted the... Let me try that again.
That sounds like how they sound when they talk to me, too.
That was the equivalent to falling asleep on the highway and you wake up in the ditch. Let's try that again. Since you assisteth me in my recent crisis, I suppose I can tell you what I know. I must warn you, though, that precious little was discovered. Yeah, I gathered that from our last inquiry into the Northlands Expedition. That expedition mostly served to prove the evil of the Northlands when 2 of the musketeers from the Bastocken contingent failed to return. Yeah, Raugrim and Cornelia. The terrible power in that land has been whispered about for many years, but I do not believe that anyone has yet managed to discern where or what this power truly is. Minister Rikususu of the Rhinostery is continuing the investigation of the Northlands, but has discovered nothing more than a few trivial elements. All I know is that it was the suspicious actions of Bastok that interfered with the original expedition. But as for the details of what really happened back then, you should take your questions to Bastok or Sandoria. Yeah, that was when Ulrich betrayed Raugrim, tried to strike him down. Cornelia took the blow, died, and then Raugrim's anger and hatred attracted a bunch of dark energy and he became the Shadow Lord.
Right.
Okay, so our final cutscene, as Yoran Oran suggested, go to Bastok or Sandoria. We're going to head all the way to the Bastok Metalworks, and we're going to have a chat with my home slice buddy, Sid. Okay, so we're in Bastok Metalworks. We're going to head to talk to Sid. It is worth noting, just because these NPCs are involved in so many different things, 20 plus years of content, we might have to talk to Sid twice to get the proper cutscene. What? You want to hear about the multinational expedition? What is there to know? Everybody that went on that damn mission passed away or was... I usually don't believe in anything crazy like magic or curses, but after hearing the stories about what happened up there in the Northlands, I don't think there may be any other explanation. You already heard from the other 2 nations that the expedition was formed on the suggestion of the Republic, right? Maybe it's time that I face up to my past crimes. I was the one that pressured the government into sending a party to the Northlands. Okay. 30 years ago, a man brought a strange stone to the metalworks. It wasn't any bigger than my fist, but just by standing near it, you could feel the power flowing from its facets. The power was greater than that of any crystal I had ever seen. I was shocked and amazed by what lay before my eyes. When the man told me that it was a fragment of a crystal that was found in the Northlands, I was convinced that something more was hiding up there. I thought if I could find that energy source and bring it back to Bastok, the Republic would thrive, ultimately becoming the strongest, most advanced nation in the world. So I told my discovery to the president at the time and suggested that he ready an expedition led by a party of musketeers. It was supposed to be top secret, but somehow the information leaked to the other two nations, and in the end, the expedition turned up nothing, and we lost more than we could have ever imagined. Also created a monster, too. Wow, that's a heavy burden to carry on your shoulders.
For 30 years.
Yeah. Now that I think of it, the energy from that stone might have been enough to power the crystal propulsion unit. Could Juno have already found a new source of energy in the Northlands? If I only had that rock. Unfortunately, it disappeared 30 years ago, right around the time of the expedition. The man who sold me that stone, a stone which he called magicite, said that he brought it from Tavnazia and that it was a piece of a larger gem known as the Star of Tavnazia. Maybe that crazy blue-haired girl from the island knows something about that gem. Do you think you could ask her for me? Okay, so with that cutscene completed, if we go to our Mrpierso missions, the road forks is done, and we are now on 3-4, Tending Aged Wounds. You have learned that the multinational expedition was originally organized by the Republic of Bastok. Perhaps Sid knows something more? Which, I already talked to Sid. The multinational expedition held 30 years ago all started when the shard of fabled Star of Tavnazia was brought to the Republic. It was rumored that the gem was originally found in the Northlands. That is why the party headed there first. If you ask one of your Tavnazian friends about the star, you might be able to learn something interesting. To everybody watching, thank you so much for tuning in as we get some more COP content done. Rita, thank you so much for jumping on Ragecat and joining me for this. It was fun doing that awkward mountain climb with you.
Yeah, sorry I couldn't finish it with you on camera. I tried.
That's okay. That's like one of those infamous parts of FF11 history. So thank you for your patience, everyone. I know our uploads haven't been the most consistent. Hoping to change that going forward. Like I said before, just a lot of stuff that was going on in our personal lives between my diabetes diagnosis, which is well managed. I feel so much better than I did before. Night and day, and the loss of my sister and wildfire stuff last year. One thing that I have gone ahead and done is I worked a bunch of overtime and actually picked up a really nice laptop. It's a Legion Lenovo laptop for video editing. So that's made it so much easier for me to get content edited and get it edited quickly. And yeah, I'm looking forward to getting back into more FF11 content. We went through a whole bunch of our archived footage to get up to this point. Now we're getting back into actively recording and tackling some more COP. One thing that I think we're going to be doing right away here is I think it's time that we do some more AF content. Normally with COP, I've been playing Mrpierso on Dragoon. Ragecat's been on Beastmaster. We've already helped Mara and Amy Chan get their Paladin AF off camera because we already covered Paladin AF in this series. So I think we'll be diving into that next. And then we will see what else lies down the road. More COP and more adventures as we continue our Final Fantasy XI adventures.
It was fun to join you for a little bit. Maybe I'll do it some more frequently in the future. Bear with me, I don't button mash as fast as Dustin does.
That's okay. See y'all next time, folks.